Hi again. Welcome to part 2 of how to make a junk journal. If you haven't seen part 1, I will link that in the description box below this video screen, and you can follow the process up until it's time to bind. So I had bound this. It was supposed to be part of part 1, and I don't know what happened to that footage, but this signature is all sewn into this paper bag, and I even turn these into, no I haven't, yay. Okay, alright, not all is lost. So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to show you on this one. And again, this one I had started to bind, and again, no footage, but that's okay because this one was a disaster. I had already poked the holes. I have 3 holes here in my signature, and the way I figured the spacing out was I used a centering ruler. I put the 0 in the middle, and how I determined the middle was I have an equal distance on either side of 0. So I have 2 7/8 going this way, 2 7/8 going this way. So this is where my center is. So I poked the center here, and then I went out 2 inches and made a mark, 2 inches and made a mark. I poked all of those holes. Then I lined up these holes here into the center fold of my cover, and I made 3 marks that match up with these holes. Okay, now I'm going to show you when this happens and you have to start over for whatever reason. I'm going to show you how to get your signature back together and lined up and ready to use. So for that, I'm going to need some sewing needles. I have this one, and let me just grab 2 more. The first thing you want to do is position your cover the right direction. So I want this to be my front cover, this to be my back cover, and I want the pocket on the inside cover. Okay, so that's on the right side. If you want it on the front cover and have your pocket over here, that's how you can position your envelope. So make sure that that is right side up. I have 2 more needles here, and I have a short little piece of scrappy wax linen thread. So this is wax linen thread. It is brown. It's linen thread with a waxy coating on it. It comes in a big spool like this. I got this from Amazon. They come in all different colors. I have it in white, red, and green. You're never going to run out. Okay, so I have the 3 embroidery needles. These are found in like the cross stitch supply aisle, or where you would find embroidery floss. It's a big eye and a dull point. I need to make sure that this is not on auto focus. Okay, I'm back. Autofocus is very annoying, so I apologize that that was on. Okay, so now we're going to rescue our signature here because I had to pull out the binding and start over. So you're going to take your embroidery needle and you're going to start threading your paper on. You can do 1 or 2 or however many you want at a time, but I like to just do it singularly. It's easy just to hold it up like this. Ugh. In theory. Oh my goodness. See? You get to watch me struggle. Everybody struggles. Okay. Put this down. Bring your next paper up to meet the needle. And you're just gonna poke it through all of your pages. Try not to make extra holes. Using a blunt needle will prevent that. Okay. Ideally, you want your embroidery needle to stay in place. Don't pull it all the way through. Just in case it falls out, that's why the string is here, but you don't want your needle to fall through. You also want to have your clips ready to hold your signature together. Okay, so now you're going to find your next hole. Sometimes you can wiggle it through. Sometimes it wants to be naughty, like right now, because I'm trying to show you how to do it. Basically, you're just feeding the needle through the pages. Okay, once you have 2 in, you can squeeze the pages together, make sure they're all fitting nicely together, and put 2 clips in. Now you're going to do the bottom hole. I know, isn't it fun to watch me pick things up? You're going to do the same thing. You have all 3 of your needles stuck through your signature. Turn it around. Make sure it's very tight. Put your clips in like that. At this point, you can take out this bottom needle and the top needle, and I've left the center needle in there just because this is already long enough to sew my signature together. So, to determine the length that you need to sew your signature, you're going to hold the end, hold on to the string, put your thumb at the end, and then you're going to pull it 3 times, or twice actually. Twice, and then I do a little bit extra just so that I can make the knot tight. Sometimes I have a hard time. Okay. Now you're going to pick up your cover and you're going to feed the needle through the cover. Pull it through. Pull it so that you have a few inches there. Or you can tuck it under another clamp or whatever. I'm just going to hold on to it. Okay, now you're going to go through one of the other holes. Doesn't matter if you go top or bottom. Put it through your cover first. Through the cover. Close your signature here. Hopefully it will go all the way through this time. And push this one through. Alright. Oh. Don't be afraid to try this. It's not this hard, really. Okay, when you can't pull the needle through with your fingers, grab some pliers. Now these are crimping. This is a crimp tool for beadwork. It's just got grooves in it, but you can use regular old pliers and pull it through. Look how easy. Yay! Okay. Hold on to the center string so you don't pull it too far. Okay. Oh. I'm going to take these others off. I'm just going to pre-poke this hole because I don't want to have this issue with this side. Oh, yay! There it goes. Okay, pick up your sewing needle. You're going to bypass the center where this string is coming out. You're going to go into this top hole, back out the cover, plop it over, pull that out. Okay. Now you're going to go back down the center hole. Try not to split the thread with the needle. And you're just going to come back up. I like to push it against my table. It pokes the needle all the way through. Then grab your pliers and pull that out. Alright, so now you can see that both of the ends are on the same side of the center line. Take your needle, go under that so that you have this end on this side of your center line and this one on this side of your center line. Okay, now you can start tightening and pull out the needle. Alright. When you tighten, I like to hold one end down, pull one string at a time. Don't go this way and that way, this way. Just pull straight up. Hold that one down. Do the same thing with this one. Make sure it is really taut and your signature isn't wiggling. Okay, with this kind of thread, being that it's waxed, it allows you to let go of the string and it holds its place. It isn't going to loosen on you. So that's why I like waxed thread. If you don't have any of this and you don't want to get it, you can use dental floss, which is waxed, and it will work much like this wax linen thread does. Okay? Now, at this point, you can cut your strings or shorten them. Sometimes I like to hang like beads or charms or something down from these strings, so I'm not going to cut very short. I'm going to leave enough twine there to be able to tie on some fun stuff. Okay, phew, I got that done. Let me pick up my needles and clean up a little bit.